YTBC, what's the deal? Let me give a shout out to my man Big Baby Jarrell Miller. We went back and forth yesterday in the comments section. Hopefully I can get him on the channel, man, and get you guys an interview with him. I know I said I'll never be a part of the media. Now I'm not going to work for media. To be just for this channel because I cover heavyweight boxing on YouTube. So, and I'm gonna let him come on and talk his shit. This ain't gonna be no ESPN type interview. It's gonna be unfiltered. I'm gonna let him talk his shit, man. You know, if I ever do an interview with a fighter, I'm gonna let them talk their shit. But he told me to check out his Twitter, man. So I went to his Twitter, and this is what he said on his Twitter. It was 12 hours ago. He says, come on HBO, Showtime. I want BERMANE Stiverne. Knock his poop locks off his head. Pretty much saying he wants to fight, man. So I know Jarrell Miller has a fight coming up. What's the kid name? What's the guy named? I can call him a kid because it's an older guy. Got me by a few years. Nick GUIVAS, I believe that's the guy's name. I believe that fight's in May. Don't quote me, but I think it's May 27th. I should have looked that up before the video, but don't quote me on that. But I think it's May 27th. I will leave the official date in the comment section so you can see the official date, but I believe it's May 27th. It's a fight that, you know, Jarrell Miller should win, you know, but I don't like just counting guys out. There was a 16-0, or what was he, 16 or 17-0 prospect, hometown kid. Maybe Jarrell Miller may know of him. Aaron Gorilla Green. He lost to Damon Reed, and Damon Reed is a 44-year-old old veteran guy, you know what I mean, that had a title shot. Who did Damon Reed lose to? Herbie High. Lost to Herbie High way back in the day in the 90s. So, you know, anything can happen, man. You know, anything can happen. But I expect Big Baby Miller to win the fight and probably win it most likely impressively. But he wants this fight with BERMANE Stiverne. We know he was going at it with my man Trevor Bryan. And I've been pushing these fights, man. I know some of you left comments on my video saying, hey, I also was pushing for this fight a year or two ago. Well, hey, I guess we all in the same classroom, man, because I've been pushing for this fight. I made countless videos on this fight. And for some reason, when I really push for fights, maybe it's just luck. But I know I was pushing for that Tony Thompson versus Luis Ortiz fight before it was even thought of. And then literally a week or two went by. Alexander Dimitrenko pulled out. He didn't want none of Luis Ortiz, and Tony Thompson got the fight. And so shit seems to happen, man, when I make videos and you know, give my opinion. And that to me let us know as fans, man, sometimes we don't think that we have any power, and we may not have power as far as, you know, in the negotiations, obviously, but when we voice our opinion, man, these promoters, these fighters, they hear us. You know, they hear us, and it's an entertaining fight. You know, but I know BERMANE Stiverne name was thrown in there as a possible opponent with, you know, with Anthony Joshua. It was Stiverne, Molina, and who was the other guy? Dominic Brazil. But now I'm hearing they're leaning the front runner may be Eric Molina. That's what I'm hearing. But BERMANE Stiverne versus Big Baby Miller, I mean, the animosity's there. You know, as far as, I'm not saying some street animosity, but just they've been on film. It's captured on film. Jarrell Miller went down to the gym and he's seen Stiverne, and they almost got into, you know, a little shoving altercation, and Shannon Briggs. All that's documented. So there is some type of animosity there, you know. Obviously, BERMANE Stiverne didn't like the words of Big Baby Miller, and Miller seems like the type of guy's going to back down from nobody. Nobody. You know what I mean? So, and you gotta love Brooklyn. You gotta love the heavyweights out of Brooklyn, man. Tyson, Bo, list goes on and on, man. But Miller versus Stiverne. What do y'all think about this, man? Do y'all want to see this fight? I definitely want to see the fight, because you know why? Somebody's getting knocked the fuck out. I don't know who. I'm sure Miller is saying, you crazy, it's gonna be Stiverne. I'm pretty sure Stiverne. Well, Stiverne probably won't say nothing. He's a real quiet guy, but he seems very fucking intense when he does get mad. Great heavyweight fight, man. Great heavyweight fight. But before we get to that, Jarrell Miller has to take care of business. He has to, you know, go out there and do his thing in May. And hopefully he does. And hopefully I can get an interview with Miller before his fight in May, or maybe a little bit after, depending on his time, his availability. You know, try to get an interview for you guys so you can hear from himself what he has to say about the landscape of the heavyweight division. Just getting this video out there, man. BERMANE Stiverne Big Baby Miller, he wants a fight with you. He wants it on Showtime or HBO. Hopefully HBO Showtime will want to take that fight. Hopefully Showtime. They put Jarrell Miller on. I seen him ice off Donovan Dennis, and Donovan Dennis wasn't a bad fighter, man. I seen him fight in the Boxino tournament. I know one year he got knocked out, I believe the first round of the tournament, and then the next year he fought what was the guy? What was the Russian kid, man? Andrei Fedosov. He fought him in the finals. You know, so he wasn't a bad fighter, man, and that was a good win for Jarrell Big Baby Miller. But Miller's a fighter though, man. He's fought K1, he fought fucking Mirko Krokop, and dude's a fighter, man. I definitely want to see this fight. BERMANE Stiverne versus Big Baby Miller. Who wouldn't want to see that fight? Come on, YTBC, start making some videos, man. Stiverne versus Miller. Stiverne versus Miller or Trevor Bryan. But Miller's calling out Stiverne. So I want that fight. And Stiverne, you look like he wanted to fight Miller in the gym. So, hey, if you want to fight him, what's the best way to do it? It's prize fighters in the ring for some cash. Do it for some cash. I understand people want the gym respect, them gym wars. I understand them sparring sessions, them gym wars. But do it for some cash. And do it for all of us to see. Tell me what y'all think. YTBC. I'm out.